guys, Andy here again from MacLeod Designs with another in the print and play series. I've managed to get a day off, so I thought I would start with Dungeon Flea. You'll notice I have a nice box for it. I'll explain the box in a second, but I also have a playmat as well. You can get the image for the playmat off Board Game Geek, and then I went to, I think, is it your playmat.com. I'll put a link in the description below as to where I got the playmat from, but I got it professionally printed and I think it looks really nice. And then we have the box. The box is just an old VHS double tape box for those of you who are old enough to know what a VHS tape is, and for you young'uns, you'll just have to search online and see what a VHS tape is and what the boxes were like. And this is a double VHS tape box. I have just created my own front for it, just printed it out. I also made a little side for it and a back as well, just to keep everything in. The idea of the game is, while exploring a nearby dungeon, you have found a horde of monsters planning something big for your nearby village. You were attacked and fell off a ledge into the void. Left for dead by the monsters, you now have to make your way out of the dungeon and back to your village. There we go. So, what do you get? Well, like I said, this is the print and play version. You can get a retail version from the Game Crafter. I will leave a link to both the P&P version on P&P Arcade. You do have to pay for it though. It's just a couple of dollars, couple of pound, and then you can buy it on the Game Crafter professionally done as well. I've got the print and play version. So you get a huge stack of cards. Then you'll have to provide something to indicate where you are in the dungeon. I have a little white meeple. Something to indicate your health. Now your health is around the edges, and you can have a little cube or something to go around the edges. I use a die, and this, I cannot remember what this is used for. It is used for something in the game, but it's been a while since I've played it, so I cannot remember what this die is for. But that is all you need to play Dungeon Flea. Oh, I've got some little a few little things to remind myself in the game. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these into different piles, because then you start mixing the piles up. I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll be back in a second with all the different piles. Okay, so I have sorted everything out into their respectable piles. We are going to be shuffling most of this together, as you will see. So let's quickly go through what these are. Up here we have our characters. So we have our fighter, both male and female. Cleric, again both male and female. For each character there is male and females. Round the outside is your health. So the fighter starts with 16. As we go around and it gets to 9, you flip it over, and then 8, 7, 6, so forth and so forth. So we have two fighters. We have cleric, and the cleric has a special ability if you choose the cleric. Then we have the thief, and again the thief has, there's the female, we have a special ability for the thief. Then we have barbarian, and the barbarian has a fear of magic, so we could not use any magical items. And then we have the wizard, and the wizard has a special ability. So that is our characters we can choose from. And we have these. These are going to be at the bottom of our corridor decks. We are looking for all 4 of these stairs up. Once we've got to the 4th one, we have won the game. Basically, we've got to the top and we've got out. However, in there somewhere is a couple of dead ends. So a couple of corridors will be dead ends. Then we have empty corridors. Empty corridors, again, there's quite a few of these. These will be, when you come across these immediately go to your discard pile. One of the good things though is when you come across these is you can heal 1 damage. But these do go into your deck and clog up your deck. Then we have treasures we can find. various treasures, as you'll see when we start playing the game. These will help you. Some of them are destroyed after use, some of them you keep continuously. Wooden doors are going to be shuffled into these empty corridors when we start making up the piles. These are just there to stop you getting any further. These two, so this and the shields down here are our starting cards. We've got shields and then we've got swords, but I call them splats because they have like a splat on them. So yeah, shields and swords are going to make up our starting deck. Then here we have our monsters ranging from easy, so level 1 in the top right hand corner, all the way to the Lich King down here, level 7. We are going to be shuffling all these together. So let's start with our starting deck. You're going to be taking these and these are going to be shuffled together. Make sure you thoroughly mix them. That's our starting deck. So I'm going to place that, where shall I place that? Actually, I'll place that there where it says draw deck. Make sure I know where I'm putting things. Then we can choose a character, and I'm just going to basically use the fighter. Straight up, no special abilities, fighter. And he starts, goes in there, and he starts with 16. So I'm going to come here and go with 16, like that. That's what I use this dice for. So shuffle these together, the stairs and the dead ends. Make sure these are thoroughly mixed, and then I'm going to start moving these off the mat because we're going to be placing these on the mat. So I'm going to be shuffling these like so. I'm going to move these off the mat for now, so we've got space on the mat to put things. Level 1, level 2, level 3 monsters. Let's move those there. Level 4, 5, 6 out the way there, and then 7 over there. So these, the stairs and the dead ends, you're going to be shuffling, and let's put them that way, and you place these on these corridors. These are the corridors we are going to be like so. Next we're going to be building our monster piles, so however I'm going to have to move these two out the way for now. I'm going to put our piles here. So where are we? We got pile 1, pile 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7. Once you've got your piles ready, you're going to flip them down, flip them face down, like so. Once you've got these face down, you're going to take your treasure and you're going to shuffle these, and you're going to place one on top of each one of these monster piles. So, there we go. Mix up and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then next we are going to be taking our empty corridor deck and our door deck, our little 3-card door deck. We're going to be shuffling these into these. So let's do it this way. Let's put that in there, let's put that in there, and then we give these a shuffle. Like so. So this is a mixture of the empty corridor deck and those 3 doors. And then we're going to be placing all these onto here in a certain way. So just to let you know, it's all down here. So don't worry. It tells you exactly step by step how to do it, which I'm following because I can never remember. So it says we put 3 cards on deck on the monsters level 1, 3 cards on the next deck. 5 cards there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3 on the next one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 cards on deck 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 2 you don't put any on. You're going to shuffle them. So you're going to shuffle all this deck together. So you've got the treasure, the monsters, and the empty corridors and the doors. And shuffle these ones together. Once you've shuffled them all together, the other thing you do now is take the last 2 decks here and shuffle these 2 together. This will hide the location of the Lich King, so you don't know whereabouts the Lich King is going to be. There we go. Next, you are going to be taking these decks of cards and making one pile, starting from the highest pile, which is this one. You put this one onto here, and then this one onto here, and then this one onto here, and then all these onto there, and then all these onto there, and you make one big thick deck of cards. So now I'm going to place these 2 back. So remember, these are the stairs and the dead ends, and now I'm just going to deal one at a time and just go around to make our corridor deck. So here we go. I'll probably speed this up, but that is what you do. I'll start by doing this, and then this is all you do. And you just keep going. There we go, that is the setup. The only thing left to do is to take our meeple, place him there, and we are going to decide which corridor we want to tackle first. But that is going to come in the next video. This was just the setup video ready to play. So until the next video, I will catch you all later.